Did you know that you're sending a signal to the universe right now? And maybe that's why your financial life feels stuck. It's not your fault, but it might be your opportunity. I know you've taken care of so many people. You've worked harder than you should have, and yet it seems like peace never really arrived. But now, a new key has been discovered, and it begins with a simple decision to break the invisible cycle that's been draining your prosperity. In this video, I'm going to show you how 3 simple phrases, spoken at the right moment, can reprogram your energetic field and open the doors to abundance in a way that feels almost magical. Sound too good to be true? Perfect. That means it's working. Repeat with me now, out loud if you can. I am here, I am ready, and abundance flows to me with ease. If that gave you chills, write in the comments. I receive this abundance with gratitude. And before we continue, like and subscribe. This simple act sends a clear signal. You're ready to change your story. I know you've been through a lot. Life taught you to be strong, to handle it all, to keep going, even when no one truly asked how you were doing. And when it comes to money, maybe you spent years putting other priorities first. Raising children, taking care of the house, emotionally supporting those around you, and postponing your own goals. But let me tell you something, with all due respect, that later has already arrived. And yes, you still have time to turn that key. I know this story because I've heard so many just like yours. Incredible women from all over Europe and the United States who spent decades hearing things like, money isn't a woman's thing, or it's too late to start at 60. But you know what they discovered? That when the mind changes, reality follows. And that's exactly what happened to me. For a long time, I too lived with that feeling of something's always missing. I worked, I hustled, I did what needed to be done, but I never found real peace with money until I realized it wasn't lack of effort. It was what I believed about myself and what I deserved. That's when I started studying, applying, and most importantly, sharing this path with others, and the stories of transformation multiplied. Today, thousands of women are living with more security, more autonomy, and more abundance because they made one simple decision: to stop accepting less than they deserve. You can too. And it all starts with a choice. If you feel like this change is meant for you too, write in the comments, my story with money changes starting today. Not because someone will give you something, but because you've decided not to shrink yourself to fit into a life that's too small. And that is already power. Before any external transformation can happen, something has to shift inside. And don't worry, you don't need to be spiritual. You don't need to know how to meditate or believe in anything specific. You just need to be here now, fully present, with an open heart and a receptive mind. Everything in the universe is energy. You've heard that, right? But few people truly understand what it means. Your thoughts are energy, your words too. And more than that, the way you feel about money creates a vibrational field around you, a field that either attracts or repels opportunities, prosperity, and solutions. When you live in tension, fear, or guilt, that field contracts. And even if you work hard, things seem stuck. But when you learn to align your energy with abundance, the paths begin to open naturally. Shall we do this together now? A quick exercise that may seem simple, but has a deep impact if done with intention. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Inhale as you count to 4. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. And now exhale slowly, counting to 6. Once more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Feel your body in the present moment. Feel the air coming in and going out. Now, as you continue breathing, mentally repeat, I am at peace with the now. I am open to what is coming. Do it one more time. Feel the lightness. Feel your mind begin to slow down. It is in this inner space that change begins. You can return to this exercise anytime you feel anxious, worried, or stuck. Because when you change your energy, you change your frequency. And everything aligned with that new frequency begins to find you. In the next step, we're going into a powerful visualization, simple, guided, but one that could mark the turning point in your journey. Now that your mind is clearer and your energy is calmer, let's do a guided visualization together. This practice is not a game of imagination. It's a silent command you send to the universe and to your subconscious about what you are ready to experience. Close your eyes again. Breathe gently and imagine the following. You're walking through a peaceful place. It could be a garden, a beach, a sunny veranda. The air is light. You feel safe, protected, whole. In front of you, a golden light begins to appear. A warm, vibrant light that doesn't hurt your eyes, but gently wraps around your body. This light touches your skin, your shoulders, your hands, and you feel as though you're being embraced by something much greater than yourself. Something that sees you, honors you, and respects you. This golden light starts to enter you through your breath, your skin, your heart. And now, see a screen in front of you, as if it were a window into your new reality. On this screen, you see your bank account, and the numbers are rising, steadily, calmly. You see a debt being paid off with ease. You see yourself purchasing that item that once felt out of reach. You see your fridge full, your bills paid, and feel a wave of relief flow straight into your chest. You see yourself smiling, truly smiling, not from relief, but from fulfillment. See the people around you saying, "You seem different, lighter, happier, more confident." And you respond with calm certainty, "I chose to receive, and everything started to change." Take another breath. Feel the golden light expanding within you. If this visualization touched you, write in the comments now, "I am ready for my abundance." This is more than a gesture. It's a commitment. In the next step, we'll work directly on your mind with affirmations that will reprogram what you believe about money and about yourself. Maybe throughout your life, you've heard a lot of sayings about money. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard, really hard, to have anything. You can't have it all. If you have too much, you'll lose your peace. These phrases were said by people you loved, parents, grandparents, teachers, people who wanted the best for you. But without realizing it, they planted beliefs that still govern your thoughts today, automatically. And do you know what's so subtle about all this? These beliefs don't sound like lies. They sound like absolute truths. You may not even notice, but when you see an opportunity that seems too good, you doubt it. When you have extra money, you feel guilty. When something goes right, you sabotage it. It's not weakness, it's programming. And what has been programmed can be reprogrammed. Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. Feel that you are safe. From this moment on, every phrase you're about to hear will act as a healing command, not as an order, but as a permission, one you may have never received before. Repeat mentally, or if you can, out loud, with conviction, with presence. I can prosper without guilt, without fear, without extreme effort. Prosperity flows to me because I am part of the universe's abundance. There's no such thing as too late. There is only now, and now is enough to begin. As you listen to these words, something is reorganizing within you, like old pieces finally falling into place in a new way. Maybe you feel a lightness or a chill. Maybe you feel nothing yet. But the process has already started. Have you noticed how our brain loves to repeat patterns? It prefers the familiar even when it's painful, because the familiar feels safe. But now you're telling it, I choose a new pattern. Now reflect with me, honestly, without judgment. How many times have you distanced yourself from money out of fear of being judged? How many times have you accepted less than you deserved just so you wouldn't seem too ambitious? How many times have you said, "I'm fine," when deep down all you really wanted was financial peace of mind? These answers don't need to be spoken aloud. They only need to be acknowledged internally, because from that recognition comes liberation. Now, let's activate a new identity within you, a version of yourself that already lives with peace, stability, and autonomy. Visualize you entering a space where everything reflects abundance. The sound of your home is quiet, peaceful. The bills are paid. You wake up without a weight on your chest. And when you look in the mirror, you see a confident woman, one who looks into her own eyes and says, I trust myself. I am a source of prosperity. Repeat with me. I allow myself to have more. I give myself permission to receive without having to justify it. I am ready to live with financial, emotional, and energetic freedom. These phrases are not magic. They are maps. They are routes your brain starts to follow, even if you don't notice. And the more you listen, the more your body understands that it is safe to change, that it is safe to prosper. You may feel something now, you may not, but know this. These words are working on your behalf. And if you've made it this far, you've already proven something essential. You haven't given up on yourself. That is the kind of strength that changes destinies. In the next step, we will solidify this transformation with final affirmations, clear declarations that you'll release like seeds into the universe. But before we continue, answer in the comments. Which phrase touched you the most so far? Your answer matters. It grounds this experience and activates your field of intention. And if something has shifted within you in this moment, even something small, remember, every forest begins with the seed. You've made it this far. That already says so much about the woman you are becoming. The greatest transformation doesn't happen with noise. It happens in silence. When you secretly decide to no longer accept what shrinks you, when you choose to believe that life still has so much to offer, even after all that you've lived. And let me tell you clearly, abundance is not a privilege, it is your nature. The scarcity you've faced didn't come from who you are, but from everything you've learned to endure. But you're not here to survive, you are here to live with dignity, peace, and worthiness. Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. Let's anchor this new version of you. From now on, you don't beg for what you desire. You declare it. You don't wait. You call. You don't doubt. You affirm. Because everything you declare with truth becomes law in the universe. Now repeat with me and feel each word as a code entering your mind and restructuring what needs to be rebuilt. I am a natural magnet for prosperity. Money flows to me with ease, consistency, and joy. Receiving is natural. Growing is safe. Prospering is my right. Everything aligned with my new vibration comes to me effortlessly. I trust divine timing, but I act in the present with courage. My reality is already changing. I feel it, I see it, I receive it. Maybe right now something inside you is saying, is this really true? And that's okay. Your body and mind are simply adjusting to this new pattern. It's like changing the emotional clothing you've worn your entire life for something new, more beautiful, lighter, more comfortable. At first, it might feel strange, but soon it will feel like you've never lived any other way. You are remembering who you've always been, the woman who feels, attracts, receives, and overflows. And I want you to say this now, with strength, with presence, with truth. I declare my abundance is inevitable. One more time. My abundance is inevitable. And to seal today's journey, write in the comments, I accept, I receive, I trust. Because with these 3 words, you release fear and receive what has always been yours by right. In the next and final step, we'll make a powerful call so more women can awaken just as you are awakening now, now that you've declared your new reality. Let's talk about something that might still be hidden deep inside. It's possible that even after everything you've heard so far, there's still a part of you that resists, a part that whispers, but I made so many mistakes. But I should have started sooner. But do I really deserve this? Those voices are old. They are not your truth. They are emotional memories from past pain, broken promises, moments when you gave everything and still it wasn't enough. Now, listen to this with an open heart. You don't have to keep paying for past choices. You did the best you could with what you knew, with what you had. What you've lived up until now is not a punishment, nor a destiny. It's simply the path that led you to this moment. This moment where you finally look at yourself with more compassion than criticism. Close your eyes for a moment and think about the woman you were at 30, at 40, at 50. See all the time she held it together when she cried in silence, when she gave herself up to hold the world for others. Now say to her, yes, to that version of you who carried so much, I see you, I honor you, but now I move forward, lighter. Breathe, feel the tension in your body dissolve, as if you were taking off a backpack you've carried for decades. You no longer have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. You don't have to postpone your happiness. You only need to allow yourself. And what does it mean to allow yourself? It means accepting that you can have a peaceful life, that you can have money left over at the end of the month, that you can say no without guilt, and most of all, that you can be truly happy. Now repeat with intention. I release the past. I allow myself to be whole in the present. There is no guilt in prospering. There is freedom in being who I am. I accept myself. I embrace myself. I reconcile with my story. Feel what that shifts inside of you. This is the turning point. It's not when the money comes in. It's when the guilt leaves. It's when I should becomes I deserve. It's when can I really becomes of course I can. If you felt this release, write in the comments, I forgive myself, I allow myself, I prosper. Because it's in this space of acceptance that abundance truly enters and stays. If you've made it this far, it's because something inside you has already started to change. Maybe it's a feeling of lightness. Maybe it's a new kind of quiet, calmer, more yours. Or maybe you still can't explain it, but you feel like something is no longer the same. That's a sign of real transformation. You've taken a step that thousands of people spend their entire lives avoiding, looking inward, acknowledging what needs to be healed, and allowing something new to begin. Now is the time to seal that commitment with action. And action right now means 3 very simple yet incredibly powerful gestures. Click the like button on this video. This is more than technical support. It's a clear signal to the universe. I value this path and I choose to stay on it. Subscribe to the channel right now, because the upcoming content will take this process even deeper. And if you've already felt something powerful here, it's because this channel was made for you. Share this video with a woman you love, someone who, like you, has carried the world on her shoulders. Someone who may be tired, but still has a thirst to live more fully. This gesture could be the turning point in her life, just as it might be in yours right now. And if you feel that this change has already begun, write in the comments, I continue. I choose myself. I expand. That phrase is your seal, your anchor, your reminder. And don't wait until tomorrow, because time doesn't wait. And the more you delay, the more the universe thinks you're still unsure. But you're not unsure anymore. You're ready. Ready to receive, ready to live, ready to prosper. So choose now. Like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this truth. Abundance isn't for later. It starts with what you choose to do now.